If you're in your 20s and you don't know what to do with your career, you don't know what to do with your education, you don't even know what you want to do in life, there's nothing wrong with you. Calm down. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're joining for the first time, I say welcome. In Ghana, we say Akwaba. But if you're a returnee, like part of the family, thank you so much for sticking. Let's get into it. I feel like I owe you guys an explanation of where I've been because I've kind of been MIA and I think it's something we should expect. But if you know me so well, you know I'm into a lot of things and I've been really busy. But you already know that I'll be coming back to give you back to back. As you already know, my channel is about lifestyle, travel and exploration, and self-development. And today we'll be having our first video on self-development. I'm really excited to be doing this with you guys, and that's because this is as a result of my personal experiences I've learned from other people, and things I now know better. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So I'll be sharing with you guys 4 to 5 ways in which you can invest in yourself in your 20s. Number 1 on my list is invest in your network. You know how they say your network is your net worth? That thing cannot be overemphasized. So I feel like when people hear network, they think, oh, it's a professional setting, they mean career or any of those things. But really, your network talks about people that are tied to you in every area of your life, like the 360-degree of your life. So talk about your families, talk about your friends, talk about acquaintances. If you want to kind of know, like assess your network, you can kind of, think about what you stand for. So starting with friendship. Friendship is such an important aspect of your network that you need to pay attention to. Because I feel like in our 20s, we make a lot of friends. And then when we get to like the upper part of our 20s, we realize, oh my God, I didn't need this many friends as I have now. I just needed a few people that I can feel vulnerable with, that I can count on, that I can fall back on. I mean, we go to schools, we go to so many places, we go to parties, and we meet a lot of people. And if you're a friendly type, you kind of have a lot of friends. So there's a need to place the boundary and categorize people, categorize acquaintances, differentiate friendship, differentiate the people you can fall back on. Because when you're getting into like your 30s or like your upper 20s, you're like, I actually just need a few people in my life that I can fall back on. Family is another important aspect of your network. Just try your own part, play your own part, and be there for your family. Be with them, spend time with them, because they are not going to be here forever. Number 2 is invest in your body. Before you roll your eye, what I mean here is both your inward and your outward appearances. That's helped me a lot. So talk about your mental health, talk about your health, talk about your skincare, talk about how you dress. It is very important, especially as a girl. I do not want to emphasize like the importance of showing up and dressing up, as a female. Like it has really helped me because truly how you dress is how you are dressed. You want to pay attention. And the whole idea of having to be expensive, having to do a lot to look good, I do not buy it. But that's not the topic for today. So going back to your health, in Nigeria, if you're not sick, nobody sees the need to go to the hospital. I don't want to say nobody because people actually do it, but most people in their 20s, like if they don't fall sick, there's no need to go to the hospital, But like I'm currently suffering from it, and I don't want you to suffer for that. But like it's very important to pay attention to your health. Secondly, your mental health. In our 20s, there's a lot that changes within that period. Like you see, 20 to 29, there's a lot of things that happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, you need to always put your mental health in check. Some of the things I've practiced that's been very helpful is knowing when to attach and detach. It is very important. So I love my privacy. I love my private space. You want to understand yourself and know what exactly it is that you enjoy, that your body enjoys. For me, I enjoy privacy. It just keeps me in check. It just keeps me glued to the things I'm doing, and it just keeps me in check basically. But like what works for you? Like you need to find out what exactly works for you, but learn when to attach and detach. Another aspect under investing in your body, mental health, and all of that is to actually pay attention to your kind of person, to your body, to who you are. I don't know if people have done this, but there was a time I actually took out some amount of time to kind of understand who I am, because we change, we evolve. The things you want in your 20s aren't the things you want in your 30s, aren't the things you want in your 50s and whatnot. So it's an evolution. It happens, the change happens. So you need to take time to understand your kind of person and your changes that are occurring. No, nothing is wrong with you, but you need to understand what the changes are all about. Your preferences that have changed, your needs, your desires, and all of that. Your body needs, is very, especially as females. I think one day I'll really, really do a full YouTube on this, because I was discussing with a friend and we just had so many similarities, and we're like, why is nobody talking about this, especially as a female? Why is nobody really putting a YouTube about these changes and all of that? Wait. So you're expecting me to go to the next point when you haven't subscribed? No, we're not going to do that here. Go to subscribe now, leave a comment, let me know how you feel about watching it up till this point before we move to the next point. I'll be waiting. Already. Next on my list is investing in your future. I know you're probably thinking that, oh my god, I'm coming to tell you to do this, do that. No. But listen, this is what has worked for me, right? In your 20s, there's that need. It is important to actually invest in your future, and this can come in so many ways. Number one is education. I know when you think about education, you think school and all that, but I'm happy to let you know that education do not necessarily have to be all about school. There are so many ways education can come in, so many forms. Education, what's education at the end of the day? Education is basically acquiring knowledge through an institution, through a process, through a platform. It could be anything, right? But it's very important to stay educated. It doesn't matter what it is. Read books, read whatever works, go to school, apply for online courses, whatever works for you. But here are some things that have actually worked for me that I don't think is generic. Listening to podcasts. I don't think people pay attention to it a lot, but there's a lot that you can achieve from me. Like when I'm in my moments where, I'm just all about the things I'm doing, investing and focusing on myself, I sort of spend most of my time listening to podcasts. I enjoy it. If you're a female, you can check out Jesus and Your Love. You can check. There's so many other ones. I don't want to sell anyone on here, but like those podcasts, I can relate to ladies that have had similar experiences that have also encountered in life, and they're like just sharing their experiences. It's just unique. It's not generic, and it's pure. People are actually, just like I'm coming to share my experiences with you right now, people are actually taking their time to share pure experiences, and I vibe with that. Also, you want to check out YouTube. There's a lot that happens on YouTube. What are you looking for that you will not find? Most of my friends have also agreed with me on this. Shout out to Femi. Like, there's a lot that can happen on YouTube if you don't want to follow the regular ways of doing this. Anything you're looking for, just educate yourself. There are apps as well, like Skillshare, whatever. Invest in your business. If you're an entrepreneur, if you love businesses, for someone like me, I actually thrive on businesses. I thrive on activities. My head, I'm always having ideas, right? So if you're someone like me, you want to not just limit the ideas to your head, you want to execute some of these ideas, just find out what works for you. And listen, if you actually don't know what you want to do in terms of career, in terms of business or whatever, there's nothing wrong with you. But listen, if you're in your 20s and you don't know what to do with your career, you don't know what to do with your education, you don't even know what you want to do in life, there's nothing wrong with you. Calm down. You are not alone. There are other people that have gone through it. But what you need to do is to allow yourself in that process. Allow yourself, think clearly. The first step to that solution is to identify the things that are the problem. You don't know what to do in your career. These are the problems. I don't know what to do in my career. These are the problems. I don't know what to do in my education. For my career, what do I actually enjoy doing? It's like a tree. You need to analyze it. I think I'll do a whole video about that later, but not for today. Next is invest in boundaries and communication. There's a policy I work with, and it is address it as it occurs. Don't prolong. If someone annoys you now, let them know that you've annoyed you. Address the issue. Don't prolong it. I don't want to talk too much on this particular point, but like, invest in how you communicate and invest in creating boundaries, and that's by addressing issues as they occur. The last on my list that has really helped me in my 20s is investing in your finances. Like, there's no other way I can put it. It is very important. You need to have something that you can fall back on. Investing in my finances has really, really helped me have things to fall back on. When I needed to get an apartment, immediately I finished school, when I needed to get certain things that are important to me. Some of us are like the firstborn in the family, and that comes with so many responsibilities, and being able to invest in how my finances go. That just been everything that we hoped for. So it's very important. You don't need to earn a lot to be able to invest or save or whatever. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, now is the time to subscribe, like, drop a comment, let me know what you feel about the points I've mentioned so far. Please do that, and then we can continue. When I finished school, there was a need for me to get an apartment because I didn't want to move back to my family house, and I was able to get an apartment that wasn't so cheap with the money I had saved, but that also came with managing how I spend. In school I made sure that I was kind of modest with how I spend. So it has to do with your financial habits. It has to do with you saving. It doesn't matter even if it's 10,000 that you get in a month. Just save 5k or 2k. I promise you. Even if it's 1k, okay, just save. Just have it there, so that you can have things to fall back on. If you're like me, that I don't like asking people for help, or like even my parents or anyone, then you know that this is very important. And if you have responsibilities, I've been having responsibilities for years, so you know that you have no other choice because you got only you and God got you. I think that'll be the end of it. I feel like when I turn 30, I'll be able to talk more. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much.